know I got the weirdest questions in the world for you, right?
They're weird or they're good or what?
They're weird. Ain't no life storytelling on this show, man.
That's cool. I'm cool with it.
We're gonna find out about the real you.
Good, 'cause I don't want to tell my life story again. I don't tell much of it anyways. Not the interesting parts, at least.
Super secret life story.
Yeah, my super secret life story. Are we on live yet? What are we
Oh
doing?
yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're live?
Oh yes,
We're
ma'am.
just talking shit live or what?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get me to say some stuff undercover,
but
or
don't
what?
believe anything she says. Do your own research.
Trying to get me to
yourself.
expose some
Don't
stuff.
let other people think for you.
Just talk over my lizard, man. Are we raisins yet? Hopefully we won't be raisins all day today. Let's see. What is up, friends? Welcome to Cognitive Dissonance, the channel where you never know what kind of shit show you might run into. And this will be an extraordinary episode full of ups and downs and lefts and rights, and we just don't really know what's about to happen right now. I'm telling you. What is up? Mikey B, Mountain Dreams, Geert, Frightening Me, T. Roy, what's going on, fam? Lynn Yali, Successful Sarah, Cads Potter, UFO Mark, Amanda's awake. Good to see you guys. I'm scared to click on stuff, man. I really am scared. What is up? Right? Death Memes, good to see you. Classical Chick, Philly Q. Look, now, I'm scared to click on stuff, man. Oh, what am I hearing, Alara? Are you playing audio when I'm trying to do something here? It was you.
No,
I didn't click anything.
It wasn't me.
It was
no.
her. It was her. Don't y'all listen. It was her. What up, PJ's Wearing? Good to see you guys. Yeah, so I've got a super special guest with me today. Yeah, who told me when Mr. C was on, like, I never want to come on your show. You see who's sitting here, right? She was like, oh, I want to answer crazy questions that have nothing to do with nothing. Let's do it. I said, yeah, let's do it. This will be great. Right?
Because I'm your wingman, Foil.
Wingman. Right?
Yeah. I'm your wingman. Yeah. This is great. I can't believe I'm on your channel. This is going to be lit. You're driving the car.
Right?
You know?
Driving the car.
I don't have to drive the car today. This is great. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I cannot predict that. I'm not in control.
I see you. You already got that lipstick out, that chapstick. You're like, oh, man, we don't know what's about. Let me hurry up and do my thing here, right? Well, while you're chapping it up, let me give some thank yous to some people. Want you guys to know, you guys, I cannot thank you for your support enough. Much love on Cash App. Thank you, Starstream, if you're out there watching on YouTube. From last show, Leyland, Mary Maya, Caddy Corner on Foxhole with the gold pill love. Thank you, guys. Chatternuts, AP9889, Belushi, the Bestie, Woke One, Dodie Danny, Christine C, Day Tripper, Sean Joe, Golden Crisp, Low Country, and Chris Hawkins. Thank you. You guys, if you like my crazy content and you want to support my work, you guys know my links are in the description below, or I see they got some new gold pill stuff on Foxhole. Always fun over there. And for those of you that have not yet gone over to the Foxhole, Fearless, I'm not calling you out, not at all. Go support your free speech platforms. Go over there, go to pill.net, make the account, get the Foxhole app, go to Rokfin, guys. Make the account. It's free. It's free.
What's up with Mikey, dude? He's like, he rolled into Foxhole. It's like, Mikey's on Foxhole. And then he's like, I'm going back to YouTube. I'm like, why? Why would you go back to YouTube?
Right. Oh, thank you, Deborah Erdman. CL Goober, good looking out on the love. Texas Q Patriot. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, Christina Fontana? Hello. Oh, is Gary Flessner in here? Your bodyguard came.
Yeah, my bodyguard's here. What up, bodyguard?
Right.
Oh, man. I'm not in control tonight.
Right.
I'm not in control. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were going to skip over my usual house and chair questions to find out a little about Alara, because I just thought we all already knew which house and which chair.
Aren't you going to ask me how I'm doing or what my name is or anything?
No, we don't care about any of that.
Jump right in.
Man, head first. No, we know what your name is and we know how you're doing, or we know what you're going to tell us anyway.
Okay. Sounds like a
Thank
party.
you, classical chick. Right? No, we're going to get right into the good stuff because I need to know about the philosophical depths of Alara. I need
Oh
to know
no.
about the things that really matter in the world. Okay?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're doing over here. What up, Belushi? Oh, with the fleet. Good looking out. Texas
Oh
Bear
man, we
with the
got a
can.
fleet. I don't see
Yeah.
the fleet. Where'd the fleet come from?
From
Oh man.
Belushi, right? Coming in hard with the fleet. Good looking out. So Alara insists that we find out what kind of house and what kind of chair she is. So we're going to do that, guys. We're going to do that. And I
I'm
told her.
watching your shows for like a month. I'm like, I can't. You never read my chair in my house. I get so upset. I'm like, I don't know what my house and my chair means.
What up, Tyler Kuala? Yes, Alara of
What's up,
Wooville is
Stacks?
here. Right? Oh, Stax is in the house. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not in charge. I'm about to get punked. I already know it, dude. Foil's got me on her show. I'm about to get punked.
Oh,
What?
I got some special questions for you, ma'am.
I bet you do.
Special questions just for you. Right?
All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see what kind of person you are, right?
Oh,
We're going to see what kind of person you are. Now, I don't want you to think too much into this, and don't you be telling me what I already know, ma'am. All right. You got to pick a
What's
house.
up, Scott?
Oh,
Great show earlier.
what up, Scott? Good to see you.
Get them cut bags, man. Get them.
Right?
All right, now come on now. Bring the house. Bring the house.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Alara is going to pick one of 8 houses, and it's going to tell us what kind of person she is. You laugh, but how on point have these been? Okay? All right. So.
All right, let me see the houses.
All right.
No.
Definitely out. Okay.
No.
Got your.
No. Not doing
Basement?
basements. No. No high rises. No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. A little bit New Yorkish for me. Looks
Well-
like my old place in Queens. Nope.
Oh.
I'll pass. Thanks. Where's this place? Is it a little cottage in the country or what?
Yeah, a little cottage in the middle of nowhere.
Looks like a UFO could land there in the yard. Maybe. Let's put that one aside. Oh, that's my shiz right there.
Is this the
that
house?
guy right there?
Okay, we just gonna stop because yeah, I don't know. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Alara
that's my house.
has gone with, in case of zombie apocalypse, house. Right?
That's my house. Yep.
You thrive on unusual and unpredictable experiences, Miss Alara. You may
Think?
yeah, no. You may have an introvert bias to your personality, but that does not mean you lack a sense of adventure. You are idealistic? Yes, you are, and tend to be easily disillusioned with the way that things are. This means that you often take up an adversarial stance, withdraw to a safe place, and defy the world to do its worst. But going up that ladder to the cabin in the air can be a way of escaping from a sense of responsibility. Now, this is not a moral matter, but about maintaining the integrity of your complicated self, withdrawing from engagement with the things because they don't always go the way you wish and can lead to psychic loneliness and anxiety. Man, this is actually exactly you. That's freaking
This
crazy.
is exactly me. It's very funny.
Yeah, they say it's good up there with the fire lit and the balcony where you can see for miles, but you really can't live there all the time. Enjoy the solitude and the view, but come down and get on with things as they are. A high house shouldn't be a high horse.
I talk on the internet.
From your safe
I don't
space, right?
Yeah, I talk on the Foxhole. I'm actually very active and social on the Foxhole.
I know you are. Thanks,
I
SRT
am.
Sparky, for the cookie. Right? Well, I mean, that was actually exactly you, right? Gregor Ayers says it's probably 90% of us watching. Indeed. You know, indeed.
Right?
Everybody
I've
picks
yet
the
to
cottage,
see anybody pick the treehouse, and I'm all about that treehouse.
right?
You put that treehouse on
Oh.
the beach, and I'm in.
Thanks, Woke. Good looking out on the ship. Pretty sure Alara and I came from the same ship and same beings at some point. Aw. Yep. Mirrors, right? I can see that.
I think woke societies is Arcturian, like I am.
I can see that.
He's a blue alien. That's what I think. I'm just being real.
Some manner of blue alien.
Some manner of blue alien.
I got
like
you.
me.
I'm with you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's cool though. You know what I mean? I don't meet that many blue aliens.
Yes, you do.
So when I do, I really treasure it. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I know. Scott, she talks about you all the time. You guys share all kinds of good uh alien shenanigan stories. I'm dying to hear.
He's my UFO buddy, man. I'm so happy I have one now. I mean, I could talk to you about aliens, Foil, but
What?
you're like, every time we talk about it, you're like, they're demons. I'm like, they're
I
not
do not
demons,
say
bro.
every time that they're demons,
You
bro.
think they're all demons, dude.
No, I
How am
said
I
I
going to
don't
have a
trust it.
conversation with someone about the aliens that thinks they're all demons, dude? You know?
I don't. I said I don't trust it. If they're
I
down
know
here
you don't.
messing with stuff, I don't trust it.
I know.
And I
I
have
know.
also said that I think that there are good aliens. Sure, there are plenty of good aliens. I think there are aliens on other planets. I just said that the ones that are here are probably dicks. That's what I said.
You don't think the good ones talk to us or what?
Yeah, but I don't think they're
You think
down
they just
here
stay on their
trying. I
planets and they
don't
don't
think
talk to us?
they're down here trying to finagle stuff.
What about telepathy, Foil? You don't think that the good ones use telepathy like the bad ones? You guys got to get out of this all the aliens or demons stuff. You got
Thanks,
to
being
stop.
on for the ship.
Look, to follow your
for
own
the
book.
toaster.
1/3 fell, correct? 2/3 did not.
Yeah, I agree.
Where do you think the other 2/3 of the watchers are?
Chilling.
Come on now. What'd you say?
They're chilling.
Where are they chilling?
Not down here, probably trying to finagle the inner workings of the state. I think the ones that are down here trying to finagle the state, that are trying to, finesse the state, are on some shady business.
My buddies do not try to finesse the state.
I didn't say it was your buddies.
They're benevolent, good guys.
Joan of Sark says, I don't think there are any good aliens. They all want to eat us. They might.
Joan's with you. She thinks they're all bad guys. Man.
We have ghetto ass gangster aliens. If I was an alien, I'd be a ghetto ass gangster alien.
We got some gangster aliens on planet Earth, but there's good ones in the
Belushi
sky.
says, what the hell is he? Chopped liver? He's not your UFO buddy? Jeez, look at this. Shenanigans abound. Right meow.
No. Yeah.
Well, all right. Let's see what kind of friend you are, Alara. Then let's just see. All right.
All right.
We're gonna let you
put me on blast and everything.
Right. Let you pick a chair. Now, if you pick the trap chair, I understand.
I'm probably gonna pick the. I'm not going with the trap chair.
Not today. Not the trap
chair. Hard
chair.
pass on the trap chair.
Okay.
No electric chair either. Thank you.
It does look kind of creepy, right?
Let's put that one aside.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I like that guy.
It's different, right?
Let's put it aside. Yeah, maybe. Definitely not. Looks like my
one,
grandmother's. My grandmother had this room when I was in high school called the Orange Room, and then they turned it green. That looks like the green room, the Orange Room previously.
Why do old people color code things, man? We had the red room and the blue room at the house. No on the stool.
We had an orange room and then it got changed to a green room. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. That happened in the 80s. No, definitely not the stool. That looks really uncomfortable. Definitely not. No, it doesn't have any armrests, dude. What am I supposed to do with that?
So we're down to.
Am I supposed to be judging on comfort or aesthetics here?
Which one speaks to you? The rocking chair
aesthetics. So aesthetics, not comfort. I'll take the chair with the paisley. I almost got all. I'm getting. I'm gonna eventually, when I have money to spend on tattoos, I'm gonna get it all paisley in between all my tattoos. Ooh. So like, I'm gonna fill in my sleeve with all paisley. So of course, I'm gonna want the chair with the paisley, dude.
I'm actually kind of a fan of paisley.
I'm a big fan. Hey, I used to be so into handkerchiefs. I used to wear it on my wrist and in my hair and everything. I was all about it, dude.
I'm actually I couldn't do I couldn't go full paisley, but like a little paisley here, there, like little.
Oh no,
like
I could go all paisley.
You go full paisley.
I'm a big fan of paisley. That's right. Right.
Well, apparently hey, Mr. C, you are a bit of a rarity. Alara, you can be exotic.
No, are you serious?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, you can be exotic.
I'm not your average?
No. You can be exotic and your responses to things are unpredictable and often unusual. This makes you attractive and sought after for your company, but it can also perhaps put some potential friends off. Fearing that you are not quite what you seem, you sometimes focus more intently on the external factors in a situation.
I
What shall
do.
we do? Where shall we go? This busy objectivity can disguise your inner feelings and your sensitivity to those that you like to be with. So sometimes you end up on your own, feeling vulnerable. Stop being quite so anxious. You're so interesting and have so much to give. Relax. Enjoy your many friends. They love your company when you are your unusual and intriguing self.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
I just wanted to mention that
I
Belushi
love your
takes.
company either way.
I love your company too. Belushi takes music requests. You can reach him at belushi1@protonmail.com.
Just give me the beak now.
You puffin freak. Yeah, so he's gonna get
Anytime.
trolled
Right.
so hard until he finishes that remix.
Right. Oh, he said he's got a
Every
paisley
show I'm
tie.
on, it's gonna be Belushi1. Could somebody drop the link in the chat to Belushi1@protonmail.com? Because I know that he loves
Yeah,
music requests and mixing
he wants
requests, and I want to
requests.
make sure everybody has that email.
Right. Right. Yeah,
Not
see,
my fault.
Belushi said he's got a paisley tie. Dem Turned Red says paisley ties, bow ties, and suspenders are steez.
See? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Christina Love said she would have picked the same chair.
Wonder
you
Model
did.
dropped the link. Watch. Wonder Model dropped the link.
Oh, is she out there? What up, Wonder Mod?
She
Well,
dropped the link.
Alara,
Getting in on it earlier.
So we got the basics out of the way. We know what kind of house and what kind of chair you are. You ready to get down to the nitty gritty?
Oh God, what are you gonna ask me, dude?
Right. Look. All right. Alara, if
Yeah.
hell had a soundtrack, what song would it be?
Where do you get these questions? You don't write these, dude. Where do you get these from?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
do
supposed
write
to.
most of them actually. I just
I'm not supposed to throw salt in your game or what?
you can throw salt, ma'am.
Okay.
You can throw salt. If hell had a soundtrack, though, seriously, like if you were in hell and there was like a song on loop, right, playing all the time, what song do you imagine that it would be?
Staying Alive.
Oh, right, the Bee Gees, For Eternity, on repeat.
That's the first song that came to mind.
Staying alive, staying alive. Right. Oh, forever. Man.
No.
What about heaven? What song do you think what if heaven had a soundtrack? What would it be?
There's no music, and if there is music,
it'd be just
then
blessed silence. Like
it's like angel, like it's like
just
or it's like dope,
right?
like 432 hertz, like dope, just tones.
Jams, just or yeah, maybe right. Like the music of the spheres of some sort, right?
Yes, the music of
the spheres, right? Thanks,
That's
UFO Mark. Much love to you. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Daisy Girly 111 says man eater.
She's a man eater. Right, the lamb chop song. The song that doesn't end. Brandy with a B says, might be. Might be. That would suck. Greg Herrera says German heavy metal. Right? I don't know.
Oh man, can you imagine?
Right? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, Alara, I'll give you an easy one. In your opinion.
Right. You're not giving me easy nothing. I already know. But go for it.
No,
sure.
I am. In your opinion, right? What do you think is the most amazing animal? Look how easy is that? You know this one.
Oh, this is an easy question.
Yeah, see?
Hold on. I gotta think about it. What's the easiest animal?
I've seen multiple people say Beyonce in hell, I think. I think we're talking about hell. I hope that's where you guys would expect to hear Beyonce.
Hold on. Is this my favorite animal?
Keystone? The most amazing animal. It doesn't necessarily have to be your favorite, but like what is just you're just in awe of, I don't know, for whatever reason. And then why?
I'm in awe of so many of them.
I know you're a creature
pick
lover.
One.
No, you gotta pick one. These is the rules, man.
No, I can't.
Yes, you
one
can.
animal I'm just in awe of?
Yes. First thing comes to your head. Thanks, Sean Joe. Much love to you.
I love penguins.
Penguins are kind of awesome.
I love dolphins too. Dolphins and penguins, but penguins are dolphins. But I don't consider them an animal. They're a third density being like us. So I don't consider them an animal. Dolphins are not animals, neither are whales. So if we really have to call it what it is, which is an animal.
Everybody says platypus. We just got like 4 people say platypus all at the same time. It's kind of a crazy think
I think penguins are pretty cool.
penguins are awesome.
Hey, they hang out in a big old group. Dude protects the egg. Like everything's reversed. You know what I mean?
Remember
They
that
hang out.
them penguins I showed you, the one that was trying to escape at the
Penguins.
at Myrtle Beach? Yeah, didn't I send you pictures? The one guy, it was all the penguins together,
Oh, I
and then
was
there was
pissed.
that one little
You guys,
dude.
she
He was
sent me a
over there
picture
trying to get out. Like
behind a cage, and I said, "You gotta let that dude loose, man."
he was. It was a
I wanna
glass,
see
like
a
a
penguin
it was a
behind
glass
a cage.
unit.
Yeah, well, we gotta stop doing that.
That
Gotta
one
let him
poor
out.
little penguin was determined. He had those little flaps, and he was kind of on the
You should have let him out.
edges. Yeah,
How can you watch those dudes behind a cage?
I don't
Like,
know,
it's so
dude.
wrong.
I also don't want to be behind a cage again. I'm good with
Foil,
not
your
getting
higher
arrested for
consciousness.
jailbreaking the penguins, man.
You've gotten arrested for worse. Why not go down for
Can
a
you see me
penguin?
trying to explain that to my family? Like, listen, really, guys, it was for a good cause this time. Like, don't be mad. No, nobody's trying to hear that, right? Okay. The penguins. I can roll with that. I can roll with
That's why I
that,
don't go to the zoo, because I'll be letting people out and I'll go to
right?
jail. It'll be all bad. Fool will have to bail me out.
Oh, I see my
She'll
cousin in the chat. What up, fam?
She'll be on YouTube trying to run a telethon to get me out of jail.
Right? Man, that's the last thing we want to do is have to go on a Foxhole and raise money to get somebody out. Like, hey, listen, she really,
Alara's in jail. What's the charge?
right? Really, guys, it was nothing horrible. Like, we need all the help we can get, right?
She let all the sea creatures out of SeaWorld.
Right? Well, okay, along that same theme, jail and whatnot, if there was something that's not currently illegal that you could make illegal, what would it be?
Kids, man. Don't be doing stuff to the kids. Don't be
Well,
giving them.
that's already illegal, though. I mean, like,
Right. But don't be like talking to them in a way you shouldn't be talking to. Like, leave the kids alone. Like, I don't know how to write that into a law, but
is
just
that?
leave the kids alone.
I mean, that's
Huh?
already illegal, right? You can't
I'm not
proposition
talking
kids
about
or
touching them. I'm talking about all the other stuff I see adults do that's wrong.
like maybe like just no advertising to kids. No, like I think that's where a lot of it comes from.
I don't know how to put the law into words, but just leave the kids alone. I don't know how else to better word it, Foil. Just like just leave the kids alone. You know? I mean, can you want to write that law up? Because I don't know how to verbalize it, but just
I'm trying to think what I would make illegal if I could make anything illegal that's not currently illegal.
See that I didn't even answer the question. I don't know what I would make. I don't believe in laws and I don't believe in. I don't know. The vision I have of the world is so different than the one we have now. So I don't know. I don't even believe in laws. I believe everybody should raise their frequency and their consciousness to the point where we don't need laws because everybody just does to others what they would like done to them. And that's it. End of story.
That should be.
And everybody who's not on that train doesn't live here anymore. They're gone. So
where do we send them?
To their own planet.
Just a whole nother planet.
I don't know, but they get to go to their own planet. I don't want them on mine anymore.
I feel that.
Anybody that hurts children, anybody that's, service to self 1000%, no, they gotta go.
I see taxation. That's a good one, Cuddy. My cousin
There we
came
go.
with that, right? Tax is illegal,
cousin
right?
Cuddy?
Yeah.
Can anybody be Cuddy, or is Cuddy a specific person?
Well, I call random people Cuddy, but this is literally actually my cousin. So I definitely call
Cuddy technically
him Cuddy.
cousin?
I mean, yeah,
Cuddy
technically, I guess, yeah. But you could just be talking to like, hey, what up, Cuddy? And it's not your cousin.
So
like
I could call you Cuddy?
You could.
And that would make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll call somebody Cuddy.
Yeah.
Why not?
Taxation was good. Lobbying in the government, right? That was good. Critical race theory, yes. Good call on that. What else are we seeing? Animal experimentation. I can see that.
Ooh, that's it right there. That's it.
And that's the one.
Hard stop.
Okay.
Yep. Leave the animals alone. Leave the children alone. And the animals, it doesn't. Well, didn't Trump make that a felony to mess with the animals?
Well, not animal. I mean, even lab-based animal experimentation.
Yeah, no, that's all got to go.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I could see that.
That's all got to go.
Right? Immunizations, Daisy Girly says. I could see that.
That's all got to go. All of it.
Good answers, guys. Good answers. All right. Alara. Is it better for a person to have a broad knowledge base or like a really deep knowledge base? Like would you rather know a little bit about a lot of things or be, know everything about one specific thing? Which do you think is the better state of affairs? Thank you,
That's my
Samantha. Much
problem.
love to you too.
That's my problem. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but not a lot about one specific thing.
Would you
That's kind of my
prefer to
problem.
know, like to be a
A lot about
master
one
on
thing?
one specific topic? And if you could, what
No.
would it be? No? You want to be the jack of all trades?
Yeah, I like being the jack of all trades. But I've got my specific trades that I'm into, you know what I mean? But I'm open to learning about the other ones. They may not necessarily be my jam, but I'll learn on, I like to learn. I just like to learn. I've always been that way.
Right?
When I ran away in high school, I would run away. I'd be a runaway, like fully reported and everything. And I would go to school. I would get arrested at school.
It happens.
That's the only place I ever got caught was school. Because I always went to school. No matter what. I was into school. I know that's weird, but I was into school. Totally into school.
Definitely not weird to me. Definitely not weird to me. All right, let's see. All right.
I like school.
Here's a good question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If humanity was put on trial by like an advanced race of aliens, like I don't know if you ever watched Star Trek, but like how Q put the human race
never
on
watched
trial.
Star Trek, Foil. Not once. Never in my life.
So if humanity was put on trial by some advanced race of extraterrestrials, how would you defend humanity and how would you argue for its continued existence? What would you say? Give me your best defense of humanity.
That's a terrible question.
That's a great question.
Well, how do you even argue for these people? Like,
you'd say, I got nothing for you.
I'd say, look, okay, it's not their fault. There's reptiles, and the reptiles
blame
are spraying
the lizards.
Right? That's right, and the reptiles are spraying them, and they have them under mind control. Okay, you get rid of all that. Then we'll talk about how the human beings act. But, you got to let them.
I think that's actually a pretty good defense, Alara.
You got to let them go.
They were being, they were being manipulated. Now,
that's right.
That doesn't necessarily take away all accountability.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's their own fault they don't shut off the TV. Like, and it's crazy because you can tell somebody like, hey, that's mind control, right? Shut it off. You know what I mean? That's controlling your mind. And they'll go, I like it.
Right.
What do you mean like it? Like, it's mind control. Dude, don't you want to think for yourself? No, I'm into it. I want to watch it.
Like the Housewives? Like, you need to watch the Real Housewives? I don't understand it, personally.
That's the problem. That's the problem we got here. People they're so into it that even when you tell them how bad it is, they're still like, oh, but I like it. What are you going to do with that?
So manipulation, they're being manipulated. I think
clearly
that might work.
We're not even told the truth about anything. Like, none of us at all, ever. And the few people that have a little bit of truth, it's because they dug hard for it. Yeah. And they broke through. They broke on through to the other side.
Break on through to the other side, right?
And they only have a little bit, They don't even have the whole piece of pie. Why did I say pie? I don't know.
Are you hungry right now?
No.
All right.
Still, 48 hours later, is it only 24 or is it 40? You're still doing it.
Hey, you set it up, I'll knock it down, right? All right, Alara.
When does it stop, though? I mean, how long is the meow going to go on? I got meowed this morning.
That wasn't me.
I got meowed this evening. It gets around. It spreads.
That's what makes it great. Like the puffins.
Yeah.
Like the puffins.
I don't see any meows in the chat.
That was earlier. Before the show started,
like
they were meowing at you. Okay. What well-known person do you think does the most good in the world?
A well-known person that does good in the world?
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people that do good in the world. I'm surrounded by them.
Look at you.
I don't know if they're well-known, though. But I mean, like, it depends on what your standard of well-known is. You know what I mean? Like, our standards in society of what well-known is are gay. Like, You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just being real. Like, you know, like you have to be an athlete or an actress to be well known. I guess you do, right? Or a rock star or something.
I mean, not
Like,
necessarily. Like, I don't know. Mother Teresa was well known.
fine, well known. You know what I mean? I'm surrounded by good people, but I don't know if they're well known per se.
Scott says he would rather take meows over dongs any day.
Right? I don't know, Scott. I'd rather have the dong, I think. The meow just gets too much. I don't even like cats, and people are meowing at me.
That's what
You know,
makes it funny. Daisy Girl, he says Trump. Trump's a well-known person. That Eckhart Tolle, right? Who else?
well, what was the question again?
Well, what well-known person do you think does like the most good in the world?
I don't know. It's a hard one.
Right? Michael Hill
It
says
really is.
Jesus. That's a winner. Right?
Does he have to be incarnate at this time or no?
Not necessarily, no. No, we'll go with no.
Jesus did some. Look, here's something people don't understand
Buddha,
about Jesus.
right?
All right. Jesus, if you get out of canon and you actually read other stuff, that's where you find the really good stuff. But anyways, Jesus said stuff that like you can read it over and over again and it doesn't like it's going to hit and it's super profound, but it doesn't hit because our minds just are not at the level to understand his words. They're just not there, right? So like you're like, ooh, I know that's good. Like I know that's and it's profound on like multiple levels. It's like there's a resonance to his words.
You can get something different every time sometimes.
That's right. And there's a resonance to his word. Like just reading it, even though you can't comprehend what he actually means, you can
feel, yeah, right. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Like the way I look at Jesus, like when he spoke, it's like, that's like our own logos talking to us.
Right.
You think that being, that entity is going to be able to speak in some sort of words that you can comprehend? No. You know what I mean? Like his depth was like layers and layers and layers and layers.
It's definitely layers.
I'm a big fan of Jesus. Big time.
All right.
I think people misunderstand Jesus. But yeah.
Absolutely. I would agree with that for sure. Thank you, Silent Bob Ross. Embrace the meow, he says.
Yeah, Belushi says the Bible reads you, yo. It's true.
That is absolutely true.
After I woke up, I don't know. Well, after I woke up, I told you I'd never read the Bible before. And I was guided to, this is when I was seeing cloud ships and I was raving with my headphones and tripping, and I picked up the Bible and the first thing I opened to was that scripture about this time. I'm not going to go into what scripture was, but the scripture about this time. And like God literally said to me, this is why, because I was trying to understand, why'd you wake me up? I don't understand. Why am I here? Like, what's happening? And I opened up that scripture and it like God literally told me through the words in the Bible that, you're one of these people, you know what I mean? That's going to affect this change. That's why you were woken up. So quit feeling sorry for yourself and just get on with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And figure out how to evolve as a human being. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
But that's how God first spoke to me. It was through, I don't even like saying God, our creator, through the Bible,
That is awesome.
Through the Bible. Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
Still haven't read the whole thing. I need to do that.
It takes a minute.
I might get some stuff out of it, but
you'll get there. You got plenty of time, I hope.
White Hat made me get a Bible. I have a Bible now. It's
I know.
Cool. You want to see?
It's cute, right? Yeah, you've told me about how cute it is. I want to see.
Yeah.
We all want to see. Look at that. Aw.
Isn't it cute?
It is very nice. Look at that. Yeah. Is it leather bound?
Yes.
Look at you.
Nice. Yeah, it's my Bible.
That's awesome.
I actually own a Bible now.
I'm proud of you.
Right on my desk.
Aw. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right. All right. That was kind of a deep question, I know. All right. Let me go with something a little different now. Right? Yeah. And I think I've asked this of everybody that's come on. Zombie apocalypse or robot apocalypse? Which
Zombies.
one? Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I don't think is anybody going with robot apocalypse, guys?
no, zombies, 100%.
I just feel like we have a better basis for understanding a zombie apocalypse. Like the robots, I don't think we'd stand a chance, man.
No, especially not if they're like in Terminator, like the liquid ones.
Man, that would suck.
Liquid metal melting liquid. No.
Right? Right?
I'll take zombies. Zombies, you can, a shotgun, you're good. You know what I mean? Like a machete, a shotgun, you're good.
Right. I mean, we
The
think we have
robots?
some idea of how to stop them. Like the robots, that's like next level
Yeah, no.
confusion. Like
Zombies. And zombies would be
oh,
fun to kill too. You
Philly
know what I
Q
mean?
says robot apocalypse. That
Oh, come on,
surprises me.
Philly.
Right?
Come
Right?
on. No.
Robot
How are you going to
ranchers.
kill the robots? She's probably assuming they're like, the robots we watch on Space Force. No. We're talking liquid, melting
Like
metal liquid.
full on robot apocalypse. Like, yeah.
No.
Like Mother. Like that movie Mother. I know
Zombies.
you haven't seen it. I'm
Hey,
zombies
and
all day.
honestly, our crew, like our whole community, like there couldn't be a better group of people to take on the zombie apocalypse. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Like I know Philly Q's got my back. You know what I mean?
I would have faith in a great number of our people.
Hey,
at
I'd throw
apocalypse
Philly a
time.
bat, like, hey, let's go. She'd be like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, I already know all these people. Like,
Right.
they're going to be like, yeah, let's roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep.
And I'm good. We'll be good. We'll be fine.
Form a whole new
robots,
society, right? It'll be fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
Right? I can see that. Thank you, BCAP. Gifted the can. Let's see. Alara, who moves to Death Valley. Please share what you brought. What brought you to where you live now? They want to know.
It's the inspector, man. So
Yeah.
when I had to leave Hawaii because I lost my job when the Rona BS started.
The shamdemic.
I had to leave. I could only stay unemployed on the Big Island for so long, and then it got to be too much. Plus, I wanted to get equipment in a real studio to be able to work on shows and stuff. So I couldn't do that in Hawaii. I was living like a hippie. I didn't even wear shoes, man. I didn't wear shoes. I spent all my time at the beach. I didn't really care about much except staying at the beach.
Well, I mean, that's reasonable.
I used to eat these super good. They were sprouts and tomatoes. Oh, and this bacon. They take what do you call it? Coconuts, and they bake it where it tastes like bacon, and they put seasonings on it, and they put that in there with the sprouts and the lettuce.
Coconut bacon.
Well, it's coconut, but they make it taste like bacon. I don't know how they do it.
What magic is this?
I don't know, but it's fantastic. And they put it in this is when I was eating totally raw food. And they put it with the sprouts, and it's in a green wrapper that's spinach. Anyway, it was super good, dude. And I would go and get one of those like every day. I would go munch down on my little sandwich. I was so happy. I can
so
see
delighted. You just lit up and got super excited talking about this coconut bacon sprout thing.
But I was too happy there.
Can you be too happy as a person, do you think? What do you think comes from that?
You know what I think? I think when you get too happy, you phase out. That's what I think.
You get complacent.
Well, yeah. I mean, you leave, I think. At some point, you just bounce. Like the Tibetans do when they're
like rainbow body. Yo, you mean like rainbow body too happy?
Because there's no catalyst left for you to evolve here.
Right.
So you just end up leaving. Like
I'm a firm believer in the utility of pain and suffering as a growth mechanism.
I wouldn't be who I am without enormous pain. You know what I mean?
That was actually one of my questions. Do you think pain is a gift?
Hell yes, I do.
So do I.
I think it's necessary, honestly. But I would like to live without it now because I think I've been through enough. I think I did my time. You know what I mean? Like I think you got to go through all the pain to have that consciousness shift. But once you have it, then you need to seek bliss. Like you need to fight. You need to fulfill your purpose once that becomes clear to you what it is. But you need to seek bliss when you're not fulfilling your purpose, because I think that's part of the experience too, is bliss. To me, bliss is seeking the creator. You know what I mean? When you're seeking joy and happiness and union with other beings and with creation, you're seeking God. And, you know, part of the experience is going through the pain, being manipulated. That's the whole Earth's deal, man. Mm-hmm. Being manipulated, being suppressed, not understanding, and then boom, now you understand. You fulfill your purpose because now you understand. But you gotta and then you walk out of that darkness and you start seeking the creator. But the problem with that is if you seek the creator too much, like you live in Hawaii and eat magical vegan sandwiches on the beach,
magical mushroom or coconut bacon or whatever,
you'll leave early. You'll leave too early and you can't leave early.
right?
Yeah.
Sorcery, I tell you, sorcery. Coconut bacon. Right?
Coconut bacon on the beach.
Hey, right?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Coconut
Nick Houston.
bacon.
Good to see you.
What's up, J Bell?
Oh, it's J Bell here. Hello. Hello, mama.
She's got multiple characters. I feel like I need multiple characters. I think Luke's got multiple characters. He's got a chick identity.
It seems to be a thing, right?
I need a chick identity because I'm such a dude. Like, I need a chick identity, right? Just go all in with a wig and everything.
Oh, girly girl Alara. I don't know, bruh.
Bell will get pissed.
I don't know. All right.
So Blue, she says, once you have reached the consciousness shift, attacks bounce off you and you rarely feel pain. It's true. Because you get that loving detachment where you're just detached from everything.
Listen.
And what's weird is people that don't understand that, Foil, they get mad at you. Like, why aren't you getting triggered by me? And I'm like, because I don't feel about you like I once did. Like you can't get to me. You could say whatever you want to me and I'll think in my head, well, that was rude, or that was cool, or that was sweet, or that was loving, but you won't cause an emotional reaction in me anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't shake your inner soul like it once
and
would
the people that are still at that level, they get pissed. Like, why aren't you emotional? Because I'm yelling at you. Because I don't care, bro. Like, yell at me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna walk away. Like, I don't care what you think. Like, I just don't. I'm doing me, and I'm good with me today. And it doesn't. What you think of me does not define me.
Nope.
So
I say that all the time. It's none of my business what other people think about me.
None of my business what you think.
Keep on, keep it on. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here and do me. Yeah, I'm with you.
Some people, they get pissed about that, dude. If that's the level they're at, they get mad. Like, why can't I trigger you? Because you can't, dude. Because I do the inner work. That's why. And I thought, I have my times. We've talked about this, Foil, where I don't do it. I'm not meditating and but I try, but I definitely know that if I'm meditating and I'm constantly looking at how everything out there is a reflection of what's going on in here, you continually progress and you don't go backwards. When you stop doing that and you get triggered by stuff happening out there, it's because you're not looking at you. That's it. And I catch myself doing it all the time. I may not state it out loud or whatever, but I know I'm conscious of myself doing it. Like, I'll be like, oh, look what I just said to homeboy, or look what I just said to her. I was projecting, and I'll laugh about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's what's going on with me. Like, that's funny. You know what I mean? And the more that I do that, the more that I'm like, you need to meditate, dude. Because if I'm projecting like that, it's because I'm not meditating enough. But at least that's what I've learned,
I got a good question for you.
What?
What life-altering thing should every person have to or get to experience at least once in their life?
I don't know if you want to hear my answer to that.
No, I got an answer for it. That's kind of that I don't think many people would appreciate.
What's your answer? I want to hear yours first.
If only temporarily, prison or jail.
I agree.
Was that what
Prison.
you were gonna say? Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? I knew you'd say that. Yeah, you learn to appreciate things on a whole nother level.
But like you said,
temporarily being deprived of your freedoms because you would love this country a whole lot more after that. Assuming you learn from it. You know what I mean? I'm not
right, Paul. I have to agree with you on that, dude.
I knew you was gonna say that. That's great. I know,
not people that are not people that are awake though, and I mean people that are full sleepers. Like, stick them in the clink for a minute.
Yeah, give them a minute. See how you feel about your right to free speech.
See how you feel about your life after that.
Right.
Yeah.
All of it.
How terrible it is.
Aw, Filter Dog gifted the can, said, Alara, you're one of the best listeners.
I'm a listener, am I?
You do listen.
I do?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Not
sometimes.
always. See, that's why what you said caught me off guard, Phil, because I was looking at that and I was like, are you a good listener? See, I was looking at that like, am I? Could I be better at listening? Probably.
We all
I could
have
be
things.
better. I could be better at listening to you, Foil. Like you be calling me sometimes with your problems, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. Well, get rid of it. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Right.
and I know that I could be a better listener. You know what I mean? I could be a better friend. Like I could really listen to your problems. But instead I'm like, right. Like, and I know that I'm like that.
Do I
You know, and
listen when you call me?
yes, you're a very good friend.
I love you, buddy.
You're a very good friend in every way.
That's why I'm loyal, yo.
I
I
treasure
mean
you
that
a
shit.
lot. Yeah, that's why
Thank
you're
you.
my. That's why you're my bra.
Bruh.
Yeah, you're my goose, man.
Aw, love
It's the truth.
fest. Right?
You're a good friend. You are like you, and you know that's saying a lot coming from me because I lost my best friend. She was killed, and I haven't really like I've had friends, but I don't, you know,
Right.
you know me. I'm not
Listen,
a very.
you
I don't get attached to people. I just don't.
you
I don't.
I am a firm believer that people use the word friend too easily. Way too
Mm,
easily. They don't understand the ramifications behind what being a real friend. You can have associates. Associates are different than friends. You can have people that should help out, in a rough patch, but somebody you'd put
it's not even
yourself
just
out
friends.
for.
It's not even just friends. I trust you. And that's saying a lot because I don't trust many people. Like I trust you. I don't
Well,
trust
thank you.
many people.
I try to
That
listen.
that means more than me. Like you're my homie. No, you're my homie, and I trust you.
I have a code that I live by, and that's very
Yeah.
important to me, and I
If
appreciate that.
let's put it this way, if it was going down, you'd be the, you know what I mean? I'd be like, Foil, let's
Right?
roll. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, if it really
Aw,
gets that ugly, I'm rolling with Foil, man.
that's
Hand me a
what's up.
bat and
I
get
got you.
Foil.
I got you. Thanks, Mountain Lace. Aw, we love you too. Just so you know. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get all emo with Foil very often, but I'm on her show, so
Aw. Right?
I'm gonna get emo with her.
That's all right.
I
That's all
love
right.
Foil. She knows that. Even
Yes,
though I
I
don't
do.
show it very much. I really don't.
Look at all the introspection going. I told you we were gonna go deep here.
See,
We
that's
were
what I
gonna we
do
were
though.
gonna I was gonna
I
ask
go
you ridiculous things and it was gonna end up somewhere totally different. That's just how it rolls. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I
All
don't have a
right.
problem being real, you know?
All right. You
And sometimes real looks like funny, like jokes, like haha. And sometimes real is I don't know, pissed off. And sometimes real is just an outpouring of love. It's just it could be any of those things, you know? Depends on my mood and I'm moody.
That's all
I'm
right.
quite,
Thank
yeah.
you, J Bell. Much love to you. All right. All right. Pirates or ninjas?
What are we doing with the pirates and the ninjas? Are
Spending
they
a
my
weekend with them. Yeah. Pirates or ninjas?
Oh shit, pirates.
Yes, of
I
course,
like
pirates.
pirates. They're
Right?
rebels. Of
I mean,
course, I'm
I'm
a
down
rebel.
with the ninjas too, but I mean,
But the
pirates
ninjas are
though.
organized. Look, here's one thing I'll say. I respect the ninjas because they're organized. You know what I mean? They got their thing that they do and they're good
Right,
at it
right,
and they're
right,
smooth. Look, they're smooth. They're like smooth operators. You know
right.
what I
But
mean?
pirates are just like,
But pirates are
wee.
just like, woo,
Yeah, like,
you know, I'm a
yee,
pirate and I
yee.
don't
Right?
care. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
that's more my vibe, I think.
Pirates,
Like,
right?
yeah, here we go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Golden Crisp says ninjas all the way. Wha- Right? I mean, I
What?
can dig it. Like,
How are you gonna have fun with the ninjas? Like, do they even
I mean, they might do ninja. I mean,
do you
doing
think they
ninja shit
party?
would
I
be
don't think
fun
they
in
party.
general. I mean, pirates though, like you're just free. It's like the freedom. You're just out there, just like I don't know, on the open sea, all yo ho ho and a bottle of rum or whatever. Like, yeah, it looks like pirates are taking the house, right? Golden Crisp says I'm invisible like a ninja. Ninjas are pretty slick. I mean, they're skilled, but I still would have to go with pirate.
I think pirates would be more fun, and I'm into
Man,
fun.
yeah, fun.
You know what I mean? Like ninjas more skilled. Like I probably learn some stuff from them, but pirates are like ruckus. You know what I mean? And I'm
Right.
down with the ruckus. So
I
I'd be
love
like,
the
yeah, I'm
ruckus.
going
I
with the
keep telling
pirate.
you, it's space pirates, man. This is what we need to be shooting for.
We need UFOs, Foil.
You
This
know,
is retarded.
I
I
don't
can't even
know.
believe how slow this whole disclosure thing is going. This is just terrible. We're gonna hit like the 10th anniversary of Space Force News before we even get a decloaked ship at this rate.
I don't know, man.
We're gonna be like 80 Foil. We're gonna be like 80 Foil. Dun, 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 dun. It was
right.
still, dude.
Breaking
Right.
news, right? Like,
Still
this
won't
is
have
not
the ship.
breaking news, right?
This
Like,
is
we already
bullshit.
know this, right? That's an old model anyway, right? Y'all don't even bring out the good shit. I know, right? I don't know. Maybe they'll land on the White House lawn. Thanks, Blonde BLQ. Aw, loves us both for different reasons. Well, we love you
Oh
too,
Lord, I wonder what that means.
right?
Hey
Well,
Toots,
we both, I
I
don't
wonder.
know. We're different and we come together and we make something totally
We are
different.
very different people,
But it
but
works.
for some reason we're like
Frickin' frack.
Bip and Bop, man.
Beep, bop, boop, beep. Right?
It's weird. Why is that?
I don't
Is it
know.
our ethical code that brings us together? Our humor? What is it? All the above? Answer D.
Yeah, right. I don't think you could pick one thing.
It's answer D. I don't know.
I don't
I
think you
can't.
could pick one thing.
I think it's multiple choice and it's answer D.
We've had some similar experiences in the
Oh,
past.
it's mutual respect.
Yes.
That's what they said.
That's
I don't know. Do you
definitely
agree?
on, yeah, that's definitely on the list for sure. Towards
It's
the top of the
mutual
list, yeah.
respect.
Mhm.
We respect each other.
Mhm.
Maybe for slightly different reasons, but we respect each other. It's true. I think that's what it is. I mean, your sense of humor is great, you know?
Most of the time.
Most
Right.
of the time, except when you're meowing me,
Oh,
like you
I
did the
wasn't even going to
entire
say
last
nothing
show.
else about the meows. Now you done
This is
did it.
really weird being on your show, Foil. I don't know what to do about this. This is strange.
You are doing just fine.
I'm doing good?
You're
Okay.
doing all
Should I
right,
shut up
right?
now so you can ask me a question?
All right, I'll ask you a question. Okay, what's the closest thing to real magic?
Is this a trick question?
No, there's no trick questions.
What is the closest thing to real magic?
Yeah, like in life, what do you think is the closest thing to what we perceive like real magic?
I don't get the question.
I figured you would say like words or
Words are magic.
right.
Everything is. Everything about this reality is magic. I mean, really, when you get down to it, it is. Like people have no idea. That's what's so crazy about this reality is people have no, it's a complete psyop. Nobody has any clue what's actually going on. So they cast spells without even knowing that's what they're doing.
I happen to agree with that.
It's the truth. They have
Intention.
like you and your entity, you had no idea that the way you were living or certain decisions you were making would lay that on you. And I've had
Man.
experiences in my life, the same thing. I was opening doors I should never have been open. Now that I understand what I do about the spirit world, no way. No way. But at the time, I didn't know better. And that's
Right.
why I made those dumb decisions. You know what I mean?
Joan
So
of
it is.
Sark
It's a
says
whole,
making a baby. That is something like magic, right?
that magic.
Wonder Mod
It is.
says we balance each other out.
We do?
Mhm.
Do we?
Mhm. We do.
Oh, Texas Bear just wrote us a poem. That's
Where?
fantastic. I don't know. He said he sent it to my email. Probably
Oh,
should have sent it.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right? Oh, I see it now.
So Thirst for Knowledge says bacon cauliflower is magic. See, I
Yeah.
told you. Yep.
All right.
It's not cauliflower though. It's
Viper says
yeah.
the force. Somebody said electricity, right? Conception. There's some good answers here. I figured you
They're
would
way better
definitely
than
go
mine.
with words because you're always saying about words. I wasn't sure though. I wanted to see where your brain would go with it.
I think that that's what's so magical is the fact that all of this stuff is connected, literally connected.
Oh yeah.
Like connected. It's God, but yet everything thinks it's divided.
Yeah,
and
that's
thinks it's
definitely
separate.
the
It's a
massive
trip.
illusion is the illusion of
Yes.
separateness. I told
The
you
illusion of
the hell I
separation.
went to was utter separation,
Right.
and
So
it
that's
was
what's
horrifying.
like we are so profoundly connected to each other and our planet and the animals, everything. Even these things we don't understand around us, we're connected to them. Everything. But we think we're separate. And we're like running around, I'm alone. I'm whatever. I'm
Powerless.
depressed because
People
I'm
that
alone
think they have
and
no
I'm powerless.
power.
Right. No, you are a part of all that is. And if you could just make that jump, you'd be able to see it for what it is. You know what I mean? And like but that's the crazy thing about our reality at this level of the game is it's a mind game.
Isn't
You
that
know what I mean?
crazy?
You got to make it. It's like squirrel mazes. It's like squirrel mazes. You gotta make it out. You gotta find God.
You're picturing squirrels in a maze, I'm sure of it. Oh, that's hysterical. Right.
Foil had to go to hell.
Right.
And
I
Jesus,
did have to go to hell. Like, don't do it.
Jesus grabbed her up by the back of her neck like a cat. He was like, "No, you're going back. Do
Right.
it all over again."
Right.
You
Are you
idiot.
done yet? Right. Like, yes. I'm quite finished. Thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am.
He grabbed you up like a cat.
He did.
Are you done now, idiot? Let's try
Yep.
this again.
Yes, sir. Like, I'm good now. We are good.
True.
We are good. All right. Is the perception of time a gift or a curse? Thank you, Flashmock, for the 500 gold pills. Much love to you.
Curse.
You think?
Yep.
How could you appreciate? There are things. Do you think you would be able to eat now, knowing what you know? Like I don't believe in time anyway. So we're just talking about the perception of time. Don't you think that maybe the perception of time allows us to appreciate certain things? Like I was thinking about this earlier. Like even you don't think so? Like
I think it's a mind game, and I think it's not cool. Like it's not even real, Foil. Like it's
oh,
not.
I firmly believe it's not real.
I can't do this now because I'm too grounded in 3D to do it. But I think I've told you I've stopped it before. Like I've actually stopped it, and I've had experiences with time where it's like when that really sunk in and that occurred to me, like it's fake. This is fake. Like if you get to a certain level of the game, you can actually control it. You can actually.
I'm with you.
Have you done that?
I'm with you. Stop time?
Have you stopped it before? Slowed it down or?
I believe so, but I was in not such a good place at that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what's weird about this reality is like it's crazy too to have experienced that, like to have gotten to that level where you can start to manipulate the matrix. And then
Mr. C says, according to CRT, time is a white people thing. This is why I don't believe in it. Thank you, Leah Worth. We love
thanks,
you too.
Tuts. You crack me up.
Right.
You crack us up. No, but where was I going with the time and the? Hey, you know what? Remember how we were talking about dyeing my hair? Where is it? Over on this side?
Yeah.
You know, I will say though, for gray streaks, that one's kind of fly.
Yeah, I'm saying leave maybe even.
I mean, for gray streaks, it's really well placed.
And then
it's
just
really
have
well
the
placed.
Yeah, I'm saying right over the eye like that is kind of snazzy, I think.
It is. I don't know.
Told
what do you think, guys?
I think it's respectable.
I'm thinking about dyeing my hair, but I just got a good look at that gray streak, and I was like, man.
Yeah, I told her I'm a
everybody's
fan
got a
of
gray
like
streak like that,
salt
dude.
and pepper. Yeah, like it's.
Look at that gray streak. Look, perfectly placed. Look at that.
See, I think it's slick.
Right?
Personally.
Should I roll with it or should I dye it, guys? I don't know. Let me know.
Okay, whatever. But what I would like with time, you said you think it's a curse. I get that. But like, do you think you could fully appreciate your
time's fake?
I understand that. And you can understand that. But in this reality, right? In this conceptualization that we're forced to live in, like I feel like time allows me to appreciate certain things more. Like I respect the time I had with my mother because I lost her. I respect the time.
I feel you.
I know
I
that.
feel you. I feel you.
Right? What do you
But
guys think?
no. Being present in the present moment every day is where it's at, man. That's what we spend the rest of our lives doing when we're not in our physical bodies. We're out there
So if you're out there in the infinite
in the
for
present moment every day.
right, so you
There are no
don't think
days.
that maybe the perception of time on this level was something of a gift? Like maybe that adds something to the mystery of life, is the perception of time. Like you get the
I don't
rest of
like getting old,
eternity.
dude. I
Yeah,
don't
I know.
like
I'm
getting
not a
old.
fan of that part either, per
I'm
se.
because
But
I feel like a teenager still, and I'm now I have to get old and stuff. My knees. The other day I walked outside, my knees started to like creak, and I couldn't walk. Like one knee went out. I was like, man, this isn't cool, dude.
like
You
this
know what I
is some
mean? I
horse
still
shit,
feel like
right?
I still feel like a spring chicken. Now I get it now. Old people, when they're walking around like, you don't know, and they get all bitter and stuff, it's because they still
Yeah.
feel young in their head, but they're walking around with this old
Yeah, buddy.
body. Yeah, and they're like, this is bullshit. I get it. I'm starting to get how they feel. You know what I mean? Like
Kelly
watching yourself
Steele.
age.
Kelly
What?
Steele said your gray streak is Kelly Steele approved.
Oh, that's Luke. See,
Yeah.
Luke's. I was talking about you earlier, Luke. I was telling about your. So Kelly Steele is Luke's. I don't know if it's Luke's in disincarnate twin
Alter.
flame. Foxhole, his alter, or if it's like his other character. I don't know, but I just know there's a chick and it's Kelly Steele and that's Luke's.
Right. Everybody's saying roll with the gray streak, man. I told you.
You guys like the gray streak?
I
think it's kind of fly. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's well placed, man.
Just leave it, bruh.
I want to get I should dye my hair though, foil. It's like 3 different colors, man, and it's growing out. It looks weird. Why do I care? I shouldn't care, huh? I normally don't care at all. Why do I even care right now?
Right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Embrace the fullness of you in every facet. Like, F it. You know?
It's growing out, dude. I don't want to mess up my hair. You know what I mean? I don't want to fry it.
Shit does, it makes
out.
it ruined anyway. All that dyeing and chemicals.
But I feel like
stuff.
I should. Why?
You want to pour a bunch of chemicals on your head?
You know why I feel like I should?
Because they told you, right?
Yeah.
Because they told you to. Don't listen
when
to that.
After I first woke up, I wouldn't even dye my hair. You remember that? When I wouldn't even dye my hair. I didn't want nothing to do with hair dye. I realized how bad it was to put that stuff on your head.
You can't even breathe it in like without vaporizing part of your
and I was like,
nasal
why do we
passages.
dye our hair? We dye our hair because everybody else does, and we think that's what we're supposed to do to fit in. That's why.
Yep.
There's nothing cool about dyeing your hair. It's terrible for your hair. It's terrible for your head. And it really, why fight the aging thing? Just let it roll. See? Like I remember looking at my grandma when I was young. My grandma had long silver hair, right? And I remember looking at her, and she wrinkles, and she smoked and drank, all that, right? She wrinkles and the whole, she had her imperfections. But I remember looking at my grandma as a kid, and I remember thinking, she's beautiful. And you know why I thought she was beautiful? Because there was nothing fake about her. She had never had plastic surgery. She had, instead of having a short haircut like most old ladies, she had long, beautiful silver hair. And she was just a diva. My grandma was like, she was special. She was a special being, And I remember looking at her just being like, I love the fact that my grandma like stands in her truth. Like she doesn't try to be younger than she is. Yep. She just, and there was something so beautiful and classy about that, dude. And I remember thinking this was young. I like 12. I was like, I'm never going to get plastic surgery. I'll never do. I mean, I did in my 20s, but still the point is I was like, I'm never going to. Yeah, but that doesn't count. I mean, like facelift and stuff.
Right.
And I regret that. I regret doing that. I do. I fully regret it. I should have never, ever. You couldn't pay me to do it now.
No way. I feel you. I mean, I feel you. I think you got your answer, though, about your hair. I think you got your own answer.
Be like grandma?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Just let it roll?
Let it roll.
Stand in my truth?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did I ruin your questions? No. I went on that speech.
Oh, about no. Listen, this is how it goes. This is, you've watched enough. You already know what it is over here. You know how we do over here?
Yeah.
All right. What's the most useless talent you have?
Useless?
Useless talent. Something you're really good at that's just completely pointless.
I'm really good at obsessing on things. and it's so pointless. It gets me nowhere, like nowhere.
Would that be a
And I'm
talent?
so good at no. I'll think of a talent. What's a talent I'm good at that's useless?
I know some of these seem like they would become with really simple answers, but it really takes a lot of freaking thought.
Useless.
All right.
I don't really have useless talents. Do you?
I as crazy as this was, like half of the shit I remember is completely pointless. What am I ever gonna need to know all that?
Yeah, I know, Foil. I know.
What do I?
But I'm
for
really
what?
grateful that you remember everything. I really am,
For
because I
what?
don't know how we would do the news without you remembering everything.
Like
Because I
I
can't
don't know if
remember
it's
anything.
necessarily useless, but it's almost like a lot of it's just pointless. A lot of the stuff
I don't know
pointless,
how your mind works that good too. After,
bruh.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. That's
it's weird.
magic. It's a miracle. That's
That's
nothing but the
magic.
Lord,
That's
right?
right. Yeah,
Because whoo, buddy.
that
All
is the
right, here.
Lord.
Let me give you a better one. If you could start a charity, what would it be for?
Animals.
Of course, animals. Give me something more specific. I knew you'd say something about animals.
I love the animals. I want them to be free.
So, like,
I don't want human beings to hurt them anymore.
that does suck.
Why can't we? Oh, I'm gonna get upset. I can
Oh,
feel
no,
it
no, no.
coming.
We're not going to do that. No crying in baseball, ma'am.
I don't know why we can't live in harmony with them.
I mean, most of them, I mean, we're in
It
their
doesn't work
space.
like
Like,
that, Foil.
we move
It
into their
doesn't work
space,
like
they get
that.
mad. Like,
It doesn't work like that. Most of them. We don't get to pick and choose.
what I'm saying is,
Like, you're
like,
either cool with that or you're not. Like,
if a
there's no
bear
like.
tried to make his way into my crib, all right, like,
No, we're not talking about defending your right to your sovereign space, dude. We're
okay.
not talking about something
Oh, yeah.
attacking
Should
you.
they be able to just
We're
exist
talking
peacefully?
about human
Absolutely.
beings incarcerating or attacking them for no
Yeah,
reason.
that
No
is
valid.
kind of shitty. I mean, now, how do you
Kinda
feel
shitty.
about
Come
I
on
mean,
now.
there have been a lot of scientific advancements that have come from animal experimentation, which sucks as a thing, but I mean, you can't deny that we've benefited from these experiments. So what do we do about that?
No, I don't care.
I
It's
mean,
wrong. It's wrong. And I've told you why, because I've experienced the interconnectedness of all of creation. And when I could feel that, I can't feel it anymore. Not like I once was. It's just wrong.
I think that one of the programs, and I don't know if we talked about this on SFN, but one they are building AI that will take the place, like well, they will run biochemical analysis and biochemical experimentation and all of these experiments virtually now, which I guess would be one of the good things about the
That's
developments in
cool.
AI,
That's
where they
good.
won't
That's a
have
good thing.
to necessarily, you know what I mean, do
I guess I don't know, dude. I'm idealistic. I want us to live in communion with all of the extraterrestrials and the animals, and I want everybody to just be like this perfect utopia love fest and just seek God. I don't know. I have the most idealistic utopian sort of view of, I don't know. Is it pointless? What am I fighting for? Will we ever even get remotely close to that? No, probably not.
that doesn't mean stop fighting though. I
It
mean,
doesn't
I'm
mean
with
stop
you,
fighting.
really. I play devil's advocate sometimes, but I agree with you. Don't, yeah, listen, if you only change one life, it made it worth it, dude. You don't just quit because the whole goal feels like it's too big. Belushi says robot birds are not cool.
Robot birds?
Birds aren't real, man. Birds are not real. They are
But you
government
can shoot at
drones.
them and it's just a robot. I get upset when they shoot at the robots
You
in the
got
video.
mad at me for making you watch the video that you thought was really them bashing on a robot and it was a dude in front of a green screen. Do you remember that? You were mad. Like, why are they beating the robot up? I'm like, bruh.
Because I just think humans are so like barbaric. Like they who gets a thrill out of beating another
I tell you all the time, we're dumb monkeys,
creature?
man.
I don't care if it's a machine or another organic being. Like what?
Thanks,
Like
Mr. C, filter dog.
It is so disturbing to me that humans get off on hurting something like they like that.
Yeah, the only things on the planet that do that. That is kind of wild.
Why do we do that? It's embarrassing to me sometimes. Like it just like why do we hurt? Like when all those riots were going on over the summer, and I'd see folks beating folks up, beating them to death in the streets. I was like, what? Why? Like why would you want to hurt another being like that?
Our DNA's been skewed, man. I blame the lizards.
Like, I don't get it. I never did. Even as a kid, I was like, I remember kids would beat each other up and pick on each other and give each other Indian burns and stuff. And I'd be like, I remember just thinking like, why are these beings so mean to each other? I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why everybody was so mean.
I don't know. I'll tell you this. I've been in a lot.
You probably picked on people, Foil.
No, I didn't, actually. I would get into fights defending other people, actually.
Oh, really?
Even in my worst days. Now, I did some shady shit, but always according to that certain code. Do you understand?
Shady code? She always followed the shady code.
Like, you know, like, and it would, don't mess with, I'm gonna go about my business, you go about your business. Now, if you bring your business to me, we've got a problem.
Yeah.
You know, but in high school, like, listen, I was continuously in trouble for defending other people. Like, just because you think you're the shit, I got something for you. Leave her alone. Leave him alone.
That's the only.
Yeah, you know, like, and I'm like that now. Like, listen, I'm not about like I'm not a. You know, I don't. Hey, I'm not in favor of violence, but if you come to me or you come to my family on some shenanigans, you brought that problem.
Right. No, I agree.
You know,
and I will say, like, even though I'm very much like a non-violent person, there's certain things you could do that would get me to be violent.
And it's not that I want to act that way, but don't think I'm about to stand here and let you traipse all over my life or the people I care about because you're an idiot. Like,
if I saw people hurting children or animals, I would get frosty real fast.
My grandfather used to tell me all the time. Now, y'all, everybody watching this doesn't know I've been in trouble, right? And if you didn't know, you know now. He used to tell me all the time, like, there are certain things worth going to prison over. Now, what I did was not one of them, but he would say, like, there are certain things worth fighting for, worth getting in trouble for, worth going to prison over. You've got to be, it's really selective, and hey, like I said, if you bring me your problems and make them my problems, well, then we got a problem.
Yeah.
I'm all about
in agreement. We agree on that.
Right? But that doesn't mean I got to be a pushover.
Yeah.
If somebody tried to hurt you, Alara, it would be over.
It'd be on. Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that's just how I'm wired. Now, I'm sure there are people out there like, oh, it's bad under any circumstance. Yes, it may be bad, but I will cross that bridge and make that choice when it's time. And it's not because I want to, it's because people are idiots. You feel me? Like, people are idiots. What do you want me to do? Idiots. Like, I'm not about to stand here and watch her get her ass beat or stand here and get my ass beat for what? You know? Or you think you're going to come in my house, and do what?
My family. No.
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. Like, there are certain times when you just, I mean, there's you just got to stand up. I still believe that. Even after
Billy says, do no harm, take no shit. She's absolutely right. Yeah. I live by that, basically.
Like you said, even after Jesus pulled me out of hell by my neck like a cat, like, I still feel that way. Jesus wasn't a pushover. My grandfather was going in on me today, telling me that's part of the problem.
Didn't Jesus wreck shop a couple times?
Yes. Listen, he hung out with like fishermen and shit. Like, they were the men of the days. Like, they just, I mean, those were not thug life, but they were men's men, you don't think
Right.
they sat around and told jokes and talked smack and maybe got into a scrape here and there? Like,
Just like the fishermen of today, man. You know what
right.
I mean?
That's what
Go on a boat
yeah,
in
look,
Boston and see what they
right.
talk about. Come
Yes,
on.
exactly. And
Yeah.
that's part of the problem
I'm
is
out of
people.
lip gloss. Well,
Oh boy, we'll get you some more, right? We'll get you some. Better do it
how are
before you
you
go
going to
to,
get it for me?
I
You're
don't know,
half across the
Amazon.
country.
Just click.
Amazon. They don't have this kind of Amazon. I got to go over to the grocery store. I'm trying to roll it up.
I hear you fighting with it, but yeah, I think that's part of the thing is they get right. Simon Peter. Feel like you said Simon was an assassin. Jesus picked Peter to start his church on, and Peter was like rough, tough with his afro puffs. Like it was no, I mean, these guys weren't just like pushovers. So I mean, yes, I agree with you. Like peaceful, like people should love each
Did you
other.
just say rough and tough with his afro puffs?
Yes. But it is what it is. Like there comes a time, you know, when you just got to stand up. You don't start a
DJ's
fight, but
wearing
you'll
it says
finish it.
Jesus was a
That's right,
carpenter
Mountain
doing
Lace.
hard work.
Yeah,
You
carpenters. They
just
were
spoke over
carpenters
each
and
other.
fishermen. That's right. That's right. All right, Alara, I got another question for you.
I forgot to host you. I'm gonna
Oh,
go do that right
that's
quick.
all right.
You didn't even remind me, dude.
I don't, bruh.
I can't remember anything, Foil.
They'll never let me host anything. I can't host you. They won't let me. Haters.
No, they won't let me go up to the next grade level of whatever the thing is. They
They
won't let me do that.
Past the affiliate thing, yeah. Freaking
Yeah, I've
DLive.
been on that list. Oh, look, the koala's out there. I never go to the YouTube. It's against my religion.
Aw.
The koala's out there. Keystone's out there. What's
Yeah.
up, guys?
Right?
Yeah,
That's why you guys
I'm
got to
looking.
support the free speech platforms. Thanks for the can, Belushi. He said, what verse does it talk about Afro puffs?
Right? Yeah, name the verse, Foil.
I'm saying,
wanna know.
like, you think I don't know. I mean, really? You think Jewish fishermen had that, like, caucasoid hair? I don't know. He probably had little Afro puffs. Who knows? We don't know. I rock rough and tough with my Afro puffs.
With
You
my
don't remember
Afro
that
puff,
song?
rock on with your bad self. Yeah.
I don't know where it came from, but whatever. Right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is
Rage.
about us, Foil. Like, you would never think me and you would be like thick as thieves like we are, but we are. Like big time. And it's always been that way from the day we met.
Well,
always been that way.
I think there's an understanding that, I mean, you can have a difference in opinion with people and still you don't gotta, people make the mistake of thinking you gotta agree on everything with everybody. Like, or they can't be in your circle.
Yeah, we don't agree. We don't agree on very much, actually. But we don't get upset at each other for disagreeing.
We agree on more than we disagree on.
What do we agree about? We don't agree about the aliens. We don't agree about the Bible. We don't agree. What do we agree about?
What do you mean? We work through the things we disagree. What we agree on fundamental moral code.
Bill Gates.
We agree on the shenanigans of
we don't
the
even
ruling
agree
predator
on
elites.
We don't even agree on most of the 17 stuff. Think about it. We disagree on a lot. But I don't know what it is. We don't care. I don't care that you don't agree with me, and you don't care that I don't agree.
Because that's okay. People
I
forgot
still like
that
you.
it's
right?
okay.
I still love you.
Right? Thanks, Sherwithin.
I just get on my nerves though when you be like, "Oh, the aliens are demons." That does every once in a while. Most of the time, I let it ride. Most of the time, I'm like,
"Oh no, you was ready to fight me 45 minutes ago over the damn aliens."
but every once in a while, you'll say it one too many times, and I'll be like, "That's it. All the aliens are not demons," and I'll start going off about it.
Yeah, you was ready to go a little bit ago. Thanks, Texas Bear. I don't know if I can. Is
blonde I wanted to call her blonde barbecue. I be chopping my words up like.
Oh, I always think that in my head when I read blonde BLQ. Blonde
I
barbecue.
always think it says barbecue. She says, "How do we meet?" We met on Twitter, actually.
Right.
A mutual friend introduced us and said, "You need to get to know each other. You two would like each other," and that friend of ours was correct.
Yeah, the Department of Winning.
The Department of Winning.
The Department of Winning. right?
You said you two would like each other, and we did right away.
Right. And Viper, I don't think all of the aliens are demons. I think the ones that are down here messing with stuff.
I have never seen you speak highly of any. I mean, she's
I said
into
I'm
aliens.
skeptical.
Right. She'll send me articles about aliens, and
yeah, I know all kind of shit. Like,
she's
listen,
totally into it.
yeah.
But she just thinks they're all bad guys, dude. I don't know what else to say.
I
think that's a terrible view to have. Like, you pull. She understands. See, this is what trips me out about Foil. She understands human consciousness. So there's no excuse. Like, if you think everything is a bad guy, you're going to pull nothing but bad guys into your field. That's how this works.
You think of all people, I definitely don't think everybody's a bad guy. Listen,
where do you think the good aliens hang out?
Have we not? Listen, I told I believe in angels and this sort of thing, and we've talked about, could they be energetic, some sort of a plasma being or whatever? Yes,
you don't think they ever interact with us?
Yes, on God's orders. There's 100 examples of it throughout Scripture of them coming down, taking form, interacting. I completely agree.
Right.
But the ones that are here trying to finesse the system, right? Those guys are shade meisters.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes, the ones that have gone to our Earth governments and have been like, "Hey, I'll give you this, you give me that, and don't tell the people."
Yeah, right.
I agree with that.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what I will say is that I am personally skeptical of a lot of the channeled stuff, because I think there are a lot of people that open, and I say this from personal experience, that open some doors that they're very easily deceived. And maybe they
What about the law of one? What about the law of one? You can't. I don't care. Anybody that's read that, you can't tell me that book is bullshit. You can't.
I don't think it's all bullshit, but I think there are things in there that make
you think those are demons?
Question. And I think if there are, I don't.
Answer me. You think those are demons, or you think those are benevolent beings that spoke that book? I'm not going to get mad if you think it's demons.
No, I know. I'm trying to think of a man. It doesn't feel the same for me as it did before my experience. And for whatever that reason is, I got to go with what my heart is saying, right?
Have you read it since your awakening?
Man, of course.
You've read the law of one since you woke up.
Matter of fact, after that happened, it was one of the first things I read before I even went to the Bible. And that's when I was like...
This fascinates me, because to me, it's like, how can you read... That book was so profound to me. Life altering.
I understand.
I don't understand how anybody could read that book and be like, "Oh, this is bullshit," or "Oh, this is demons."
Did I ever say it was all bullshit?
I
think
I didn't pay attention to channel stuff till I read the Law of One. I was like, "Oh, maybe there's something to this whole channeling thing," because this book.
I will also tell you this: the Bible warns about.
Oh no!
Hey, you asked about
Go ahead.
New Age thinking.
Well, why is it New Age? Because it's the Law of One? Like, what makes it? What is New Age? Oh no, we're gonna get into it now. What is New Age? Am I New Age?
You know what it is? And
I don't even know how to define that word.
I guess this will boil it down for me.
What
I don't believe that I can be God. Right? Like, there are a lot of people out there that preach this message that you've got the power, you can be like God. And I think that was the original pride, the original trick, the original deception. I think I have the breath. I was given life from God. I have a spark of the divine. I believe that we go back to our Creator. I also believe that I am not God.
So that's what differentiates in your mind.
That's part of it.
Your crowd from the New Age crowd. You believe that the New Age people think that they can be God.
You're just gonna.
Hold on. Check this out. So, what is the difference between thinking you can be God and understanding that we are all a part of God? We are a part of God. So, what is the difference between believing you can be God? Like, I don't believe I can be God, but I understand on a profound level that I am God, right? And so is everyone else.
I am
What is dangerous about that?
God. I am not God.
No, but I'm not from God. We're all parts of God.
Maybe
Foil,
I have
I'm
more
describing
more thinking to do on the matter. I don't know. Something about that feels inherently tricky to me. Like it could be a very slippery
Why
slope.
though? Because you read a book? Hold on, because you read a book and the book told you that? Where I get my understanding of God is
hold on. Keep him busy. Welcome. We're not really triggered.
No, we're just talking.
Keep
This is
Busy
how we
says,
talk.
I'm new to this show. I don't understand the triggering. No, normally on here, I ask random crazy questions. Like, we talk about everything from space aliens to, like, the robot rebellion. Like, believe me, we are the best of friends. We are completely not triggered. Alara just likes to pick with me sometimes because this is one of our fundamental, we have this disagreement, like, probably once a month.
Yeah, we do.
like at least once a month, we will go back and
forth. Not upset.
No,
we
not
just
at
have
all.
These debates about God all the time.
Yeah.
So
whether it be
but
live or in private, like we have this conversation all the time. So please
here's
don't
my
think.
Point. I'm not getting my definition or my understanding of God from a book.
I understand.
I'm getting my understanding of God from a direct experience with God.
I understand.
If somebody wants to define that as new age because it's in alignment with this or that, they can do that, whatever. I don't have any definition for it because it's literally my own understanding of God and why that's dangerous. Gods, we shouldn't. Does it come from a book or something?
I also had that personal experience.
Well, that's my.
You already know that I spent a great deal of time. I am not going to. Like I don't tell.
Yeah.
You already know. And who said? Let me.
This is what we do, guys. When we do argue, we're very little, but when we do argue, we argue about religion and aliens, basically. And it's the same argument every time. And she doesn't win and I don't win. Nobody wins every time.
We agree to disagree and keep it moving.
Yeah, it's the same argument and nobody wins.
But you can come to me with questions on the law of one and I will answer you from that perspective, will I not? Have you not brought me questions on that? And I'll come and say,
I will say, for somebody who is very rigid in her thinking process about she's very open-minded in the way that, like, I can talk to her about anything. She won't trip on me. I can even state my point of view on something and she can see it in my point of view and be like, yeah, I can see why that will bother you. Or yeah, I will give you that. It's true.
They're saying the stream went down on Foxhole. Are we still good on DLive? Right?
Oh no, it went down on Foxhole?
I don't know. Are we down everywhere? Frozen, glitchy AF on YouTube. Uh-oh.
Oh no, I think we're going down.
Hold on. It's back. Okay.
Is it back?
God intervened, Gary Flessner said.
See? Foil can pull rank even with God. Look at
that. Is it? No, I don't have bunker yet, guys. I have to, when I get my new toaster, I've got to, well, I know how to do it. It's just got a new stream key and whatever, you got to put it into the restream, right? I can't run restream right now because it's too much shit going on for my toaster. Like, it looks like, can you see if we're good on Foxhole?
See, I try to wrap my mind around that. Maybe we should stop talking about God, but now I'm in deep thought. Like,
oh boy, here
I really try to understand because all my friends are Christians. You know what I mean? And I try to, and they all kind of agree. They have the same view of God. Like, and I just try to understand. Like, I try to understand, but my image of the way that I view God is just different. It's just different. You know, it's just different.
You know what I'm gonna do real quick, if I can.
What? Stop talking about God. Let's change the subject.
I got you. Hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give these guys their
Spinning thing.
scratching.
Yeah, we're out on Foxhole. We're done for there. DLive's gone too, they're saying over on Foxhole?
No, DLive should be good.
No, DLive looks like it's still up.
Yeah, DLive
And
is
so
still
is
up.
YouTube.
While I'm
Foxhole's
thinking
down.
about it, guys, I can't Philly Q. Go Alara or one of my mods. If you could tell them in Foxhole, I am about to go on and release lotto tickets so they can grab their lotto tickets before it crashes out. So I'm gonna click on
Well, they
something,
can hear
guys.
me. They can hear you. Tell them.
Not the Foxhole people. That's why I was asking one of my
Oh,
mods
you
on.
want me to type it over there? Okay.
Yeah. If you could. Hopefully I can get the lotto out real quick. And then we're gonna talk about
Yeah, we've been
something
on for
that
an hour
won't
and a half already.
something that won't crash the stream. Dem turned red, no bunker because I need a new toaster first. I know that probably makes no sense to you guys, right? Oh, I don't want this. I actually
She's gonna release the scratching. Go release the scratching for Foxhole.
Would you let me click on
Right.
some stuff? You know, this stuff is so slow. I got this. I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it right now.
I mean, I didn't say it had to be in like 2.3 seconds, dude. I just said release the scratching.
I don't have a beastie computer yet, but I will soon. Hold on.
She's pissed at me. Shouldn't. That's what I get for talking about God and aliens with her.
You already know I'm not pissed.
No, you're not.
I don't get.
You do get annoyed with me sometimes, though.
Bruh, you get annoyed with me. All right, hold on.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, Lotto has been released on Foxhole, just so you guys know. So they can get it. And let me give DLive their lemons too, right quick, if it'll let me. Yeah. All right. There we go.
You said DLive is back on?
Yeah, DLive is on.
Look, you're just distributing rewards. You're giving away rewards and stuff to people.
Yeah, of course. Because I don't want the stream to crash out, and then I don't give them the scratching, and they're all like, what the hell? Da-da-da, you know? Like, I get it. Yeah. All right. Alara.
Yeah.
What superpower would you not want?
I don't know if I want to read people's minds.
Yeah, I know. That's the only one, right?
It's a mess. Like ETs is one thing, like higher dimensional beings is one thing, but third dimensional humans? No. Mess. Mess. I would almost rather hear your... No, maybe that's not true.
Dem Turn Red said, so did demons stop the show because we were onto them, or was it God because of the blasphemy? I don't know.
Great question.
Right?
That's
we don't know, right? What was it? What happened here? He said, or was it just the deep state? Man, so many options, right?
Yeah, so many questions. We just don't know. You know?
That's crazy. That's a good question, though, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want to read people's minds either. That's too much. That's too much craziness for me.
It's okay for you and I to debate, though, because you're probably the only person I could sit and have a debate. You're probably one of the few people I actually take time to debate. You know what I mean?
You got to be willing to listen, which is...
Yeah. And I'm really genuinely curious what your point of view is. That's why I ask you. Like, I'm trying to understand how you view things, like, and why you view them the way that you do.
When we were in Sedona, you guys had me, you specifically, it started out with just me and you, but then it was the entire house for like 4 or 5 hours listening to me talk about why I think what I think. And then at the end, you were like, oh, you thought previous that I thought I had all the answers. I don't.
Yeah, because with you and I, it's not trying to convince you to see things my way or you trying to convince me to see things your way. It's more just you trying to understand how I think and why I think the way that I do, my point of view, and me trying to understand yours, which is totally different than trying to convince somebody of something. It's totally, completely different intent.
Yeah. I'm willing to respect somebody that thinks differently from me. Now, if you ask me
Yeah.
what I think, I'm gonna tell you, obviously,
Right.
but also I'm not gonna sit there and tell you, oh, you can't believe that, and this is why you can't believe that, and you're gonna go to hell for believe. Like,
You're going to
hey,
hell.
I
Yeah,
know
we wouldn't
one
get
thing
along
for
if you did that to me
no,
all the time.
because the one thing I am
Uh-uh.
certain of is that the book says it's not my job to condemn anybody.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Right? That is definitely
My
beyond my pay
relationship
grade.
with God is up to me. It's not up to you. Right? So it's true. It's true. And you get that. I love that about you. Didn't we get sidetracked just now?
Man, we
I don't know what
always
happened.
get. I don't even.
Yeah, that
Half,
conversation we had in Sedona was amazing. The whole house got involved. We were up for like 4 hours.
yeah.
We were talking about God and what all we were talking about God and religion for 4 hours. And it was like half people that were hardcore Law of One with half biblical people. And we had like this not heated.
No.
We just had a discussion for like 4 hours about the Law of One and the Bible. And it was amazing, actually. Somebody recorded it, but I don't know what happened to the recording.
I have.
It was an amazing conversation.
I have.
Like, and I was like,
She sent it to me.
I wish Law of One people and Bible people could talk like this with each other more often.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
how.
amazing.
I mean, it.
Does Tyler remember? Hey, Tyler, you remember that?
Still,
Tyler was there.
Yeah, Tyler was there, and
Where'd Tyler go?
I don't know if he's still out there, but yeah, I have the conversation. Remember, I was like,
you were outnumbered though. There was no other Bible. Oh yeah, was Natalie there?
No, she wasn't in there with us. It was basically just all of you guys trying to figure out why I felt why I thought what I thought. I felt like I was preaching for like 5 hours, but everybody was listening and asking questions. We were giving and taking and explaining and talking. It was
Foil, because everybody knows that you studied the Law of One. You study science. You study consciousness. Like, you're just as aware of all these things. You know what I mean? Like, you have a profound, deep understanding of these topics. And so I think that's mainly what the fascination was with listening to you. It's because you still see, you see everything from a biblical perspective. And I think we were all trying, right. And we were all trying to understand, like, okay, so
how does that happen?
How does that happen? We're fascinated. It's like, how do you still, because you used to be like Law of One, and then you became biblical, and now you see everything biblical. And it was a fascinating conversation, though. It really was. I didn't realize. I thought there was more people on Team Bible, man. I didn't realize it was just me you against all of us.
Just me.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was good though. It was good. I can hang like that. I'm good. Right?
Yeah. Good conversation.
Right. I think when people are willing to have conversations, I think they have good conversations. I'll give you an example. Last night I listened to freaking Ben Shapiro talk to Russell Brand, and they had a conversation. Nobody was trying to tell, like, they weren't trying to tell each other they were wrong. It was questions and explanations. Like, why do you think that way? I don't think we take the time now to ask people, why do you think that way? Why do you think everybody is oppressed? I love it. Why do you think, people should have the right to defend themselves? We don't ask these questions of each other anymore. We just get mad and write them off and say, F you. You're wrong, and storm away. Like, that doesn't work.
That's what I love about our friendship. That's what makes it so special, is the fact that you and I can go head to head about any topic, and we're going to smile and laugh at each other 2 minutes later. Like, we don't have a problem having a discussion. We need this more often, where people with two completely different points of view have a discussion. It's fascinating to listen to. That's how you learn stuff.
I agree.
But we don't do that now. Just like you said, people just get mad. They just get mad and they just walk away. If you don't see things like I see it, then we can't get along. What? When did that start?
Right? Shoot, I don't know. People done lost their rabid minds these days. Like, I don't know, like somebody flipped the argue switch, or they just flipped the hate switch or something. Like, and then it's drummed up by the media. It's drummed up by, the partisans, which makes it hard.
What happened to the Foxhole, dude?
I don't know. It's down. Foxhole is apparently down. It makes me so.
You gotta get the bunker.
Well, when I get the new computer, I will be able to. I will
When
be
you
able
order
to.
the new? Oh, in a few days. Huh?
On the
Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
probably on the
Bad question.
17th,
Terrible
right?
question.
On the 17th. Um, hmm. Let's see. Would you rather know all of the mysteries of the universe or know the outcome of every choice that you make?
Oh, I want the mysteries of the universe, dude.
Right? Right?
I mean, come on. This stresses me out every day. I want to know I want to know, you know?
Right?
I want to know.
There are still some people in the Foxhole chat.
I
Yeah,
don't know
I know,
why.
right?
There's nothing going on in the Foxhole chat.
They'll
There's nothing
watch
on.
on DLive and then chat. This happened. Did it
Oh,
happen
yeah, I
with
do that too.
Tyler?
I
They'll
go and
watch on
dance on
DLive,
DLive
yeah, and then watch or
and then
chat on
talk over
Foxhole.
on Foxhole.
Hmm.
People get loyal to the Foxhole, man. Like,
Yeah, it's a
it's
great
happened to me
place.
now where I don't want to hang out nowhere else, you know? And even when I'm dancing on DLive with my stickers, I go talk in the Foxhole because those are all my homies.
Right? Right?
It's true.
All right, Alara. What kind of tree would you be? If you could be a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Willow tree.
A willow tree.
Hmm?
I can see that. I can see that. I said this, I think I had C and I was asking him, Mr. C. I think I would go with bonsai tree.
A willow tree. They always resonated with me since I was a little girl. I love willow trees.
How they flow.
They make me feel, I don't know, they make me feel, I just think they're amazing. I think they're beautiful.
Right? You're
Willow
you're
trees.
not alone. Brandy with the B says willow.
Yeah. You guys
Who
like
else?
willow
Who
trees?
else said willow? Somebody else said willow a minute ago. Right? Resilient Angel says maple because I'm sappy.
Stack says the Sphinx is transhumanism.
I
It
mean,
is. I mean, he's got a point.
it's definitely some kind of genetic manipulation,
That's right. But
right?
look, you got beings on the walls in Egypt that clearly are
Bird
not human.
heads and right?
That's right. So either they're ETs or they're genetic manipulations, right? It's one or the other. Now,
You don't think it could be both?
are we saying all ETs are transhuman genetic
No, I'm saying
manipulations
could it be a mixture? Like on the
of
walls in
ET
Egypt, could
and
there be some that are the result of genetic experiments and some that are
I
extraterrestrials? Like,
I think the extraterrestrials only seems like this abstract thing to us because we haven't experienced them, but they're just as real as we are. And I think they walked here. I think they
oh,
were
I think we
around and
have. Yeah, I think
I think they left.
we have proof that they've been here.
I think they left because it was screwing with our development. And so there was some agreement and they left and they phased out, which is easy for them to do. And they'll be back. And we don't really know when, but they're
Do you think some of them never left?
yes.
Yeah. So do I.
Yeah, I think they're everywhere, actually. I just think whatever's going on here on Earth in this meat suit is a psyop. And we're not allowed to understand anything, really. We're supposed to be lost and not understand anything so that we can figure out who we ride with, I guess. You know what I mean? And but they're here. Yeah, and you know, I've had experiences that are not explainable.
Man.
You know, and except for the fact that this reality is it's not real. It's fake. It's a video game. I don't know. I just don't have the words to articulate it. It's fake though. It's not real. They're real. You know what I mean? They're real. But the crazy thing is when you get a picture of one of them in this dimension, it looks like a cartoon. I remember I was at Contact in the Desert one year and this lady was busting out all these pictures she had taken of ETs. And some people are allowed to get pictures, like Peter Maxwell Slattery. He gets pictures all the time. Some people, it's their job here is to document, right? This lady had all kinds of pictures, and in all the pictures, and even if other people's pictures I've seen of ETs, and even the one that I have, they look like a cartoon. They always look like they look cartoonish. They don't look real. They don't look real in photographs. They look
I
like a
don't know.
cartoon.
You don't think that we have any legit photos
Of aliens?
of
Yes.
physical that don't
Yes.
look like cartoons?
Oh, sure. I'm sure there is. It's hard to find them with all the psyops that get released right behind them, though. But yeah, maybe of some, you know, gray type of persons. I don't know. There's a lot of gray persons, though, I think.
Hmm.
Uh,
So you think
the
it's a simulation, or do you think it's like do you think that we're like biological?
This is a simulation. Physical reality is a simulation.
Completely. Yeah. So you definitely are a proponent of the simulation theory.
It's not real. Time, physicality, all of it. We think this is stable, and this is here, and this is here, and
No,
this is here.
yeah,
It's not.
nothing is
It's
like,
not.
I
Your
was going to
whole
tell you that.
consciousness is projecting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real. It's just this. It's literally a video game. And like we were talking about earlier, you can get to the point where you can start to manipulate it, but it takes self mastery on a level that most of us are so busy paying our bills, stressed out, and trying to make ends meet and figure things out that we don't have the time to seek answers and seek God in that way, to get to that level of sort of understanding and self-mastery and enlightenment, to be able to cheat code it and get out, right? So we just can't, like, we're like stuck like hamsters, just want even when you know it's a simulation, you're still stuck on the wheel, just because it's a brilliantly designed game. Really smart.
So what do you think is outside of the simulation?
I mean, we could go back and forth on, is God outside of the simulation, or is God the simulation?
I don't
You
have.
could be right. God could be outside of the simulation.
Well,
You
I
know what
do
I mean?
tell you that all the time. God is something outside of whatever this is.
I mean, it does feel to a certain degree that our creator is outside of this, whatever this is. So, but there is a part of our creator within the simulation, within everything in the simulation. So I try to wrap my mind around your understanding of God outside of the simulation, and I resonate with that too. I try to wrap my mind around God is outside of the simulation, but yet God is the simulation too, like, and everything in it. So like that's really hard for me to wrap my mind around.
Do you think,
but I think
it's something that we can ever understand, or are we just not meant to understand it? I don't think we're meant to understand.
No, not in this, not in, even the law of one says that.
Not fully.
Even the law of one says it's important that each entity understands that it does not understand what's going on.
Yeah,
in order to move on.
I think it takes courage to admit you don't know.
No, I don't. You know, every day of my life is about trying to figure it out, and I know there's no figuring it out. Like, just know there's no end game. I'm gonna figure it out. There's no figuring it out. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
But I try. I try. Yeah. Could God both be the simulation and all the beings in it and outside of the simulation at the same time? And Brandy with a B said, if we live in a simulation, then is love not real? No, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, love is God. That's what God is. Now, God, there's a number of ways you can describe God, and terms you could use to describe God, but that's one of them. That force, that powerful force that we call love, that emotion that we don't understand, that's God. So if love is real, that's a powerful force that we feel in the simulation, correct? Foil?
I would think that love is probably one of the prime forces, yeah.
So what do you think love is? If you think God is outside of the simulation and we experience love in the simulation, what is love? Quantify love, can you at all?
I don't think you can quantify love. I think I don't know, man. But I also don't like, I think we had this conversation the other day. We were talking about, like, and this is something else that you and I kind of go uh separate ways with. You say all the time, like, you don't understand why God would, if, the whole idea of punishment, right? And I said, God
Yeah, I
is
can't get down
also,
with that. Mm-mm.
I think God is also justice. God is also, and it's not like he didn't give you a choice. Like, I chose that dumb shit I was doing. I'm also choosing not to do it anymore. I mean, granted, I had a unique experience that
Yeah,
kind
but
of,
what if you had not gotten in that car wreck, Foil? What if you'd still been running amok out there with
I
that
think
instant
he'd have found
attachment,
another way.
hurting
I was
yourself?
I was destined to die that day, one way or the other.
Right, but like,
I mean, that, I don't know. He intervened somehow. I definitely believe in divine intervention. Absolutely. You know, Joseph Yanni says, "Love is God's glory."
yeah, love is this thing we don't God is love.
Let me
It's this
see.
thing we don't understand. We don't understand it because
Debbie Roush says, "God created the heavens and the earth, so He isn't the heavens and the earth."
so Debbie thinks that
Uh,
God's outside of the system too.
Blue 813 said, "God is outside of the dome." Uh, we
See,
remember we were
everybody
talking.
thinks they agree
Yeah,
with you.
it's
I already
he's
know I'm going to
something
be the odd man
outside.
out.
No,
I
you
already look.
also said you feel like he's
I
outside.
I do, but at the same time, like I get, like I don't expect anybody to agree with me in my perspective because, like I've told you before, my perspective didn't come from. It didn't even come from the Law of One, dude. It didn't come from any book. My perspective literally came from my own experience with God. So I don't. How can you expect other people to understand your own personal experience? Right? It's just like when I get into it with Foil, like Foil, I know that Jesus came and took something from her and changed her. Like I know that. And so whenever I talk to her, I understand that everything that she understands is from that perspective because that happened to her. Just like she understands it from my perspective, God is a certain way and she gets it on a deep level because of the experience I had that she understands. You know what I mean? So it's like we got to be, I think the main thing is like for there to be more unity, I think with humanity, we all need to respect and understand that each one of us has had a very different experience. And that different experience that we've had has led us to our own understanding of God. Right. And I think people just need to be more understanding of that. And we would, none of us are going to view God in exactly the same way. But we're all serving the same God, essentially.
Amethyst Cat says, "God is in another dimension. The God we feel, I assume in this dimension, is the Holy Spirit." And this, I think I tried to
Oh
explain this
yeah.
to you one time about the triune God. Like most, and I'm not gonna say all, many Christians believe that there's one God, and they call it a triune God. It's made up of three parts: God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. Equal, equivalent, all part of the one, but with different, I don't attributes, different presentation, different roles maybe. Uh man, theology can get into some really
How we start talking
difficult
about God the whole
questions.
show?
I don't know, dude. I was trying to ask you about robots and ninjas and pirates and stuff, and somehow
It's because you know why? Well,
we
it's
end
because
up here,
you and I
right?
have we have deep conversations, dude. Like
All the
that's just
time,
our
right? I mean, when
yeah.
we have these convos, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, this it's great to get people on here and ask random questions. I'm okay with letting things go where they go. You already know.
Well, you want to ask me about any more zombies or ninjas or
Uh, man, I don't.
was it
I
yeah.
I don't know how long you were trying to hang out here. I figure maybe 10 more minutes. I can see we're raising out.
Dude,
We're almost
yeah,
to 2 hours anyway,
it's 2 hours right now, dude. It's like 5 minutes to 2 hours. Yeah,
right?
we're gonna have to.
Alara's got shiz to do, right? Well, you know what? Let's just. They said ninjas and pirates. Let's go with this. Do you have you want to tell the people anything? Got
I
any?
want to tell them.
Yeah, you got anything you want to say to them? You want to promote some stuff? You want to do that standard shiz?
I want to tell the people. What do I want to tell them? I want to tell them to love each other and to not judge each other, and that we will all get where we're going one day at a time, as long as we love one another and we don't judge each other and we keep conversation open. And what else do I want to say? And I don't have my notes on conferences, Foil. Hold on.
Yeah, Alara will be speaking at East.
Yeah, the 15th.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Foil. Do you have it memorized?
No,
go
by
ahead.
all means, after you.
No, go ahead. You have it memorized?
Well, I mean, I don't know the website, I don't think. Yeah, Alara will be at ECETI. What? You guys are there the 15th through the 18th?
See,
and
15th through the 18th at ECETI. Yeah. And then Family of Light, which is in Sedona, and that is the following weekend, which is I think the
23rd through the 25th.
That was way off. No, I think it's the 25th through the 28th, but hold on now. I'm just gonna how have I said this like 55 times and I still don't know?
I don't know. Let me see if I
still don't know the dates. Hold on, I got it. Okay, so ECETI is the 15th through the 18th. You can go to eceti.org to find out more information on that event. I think there's camping and tickets still available, but I am not absolutely positive. Yeah, it'll be, let's see, Cliff Mahudi, Elena Denon, Dr. Sala, Corey Good, Peter Slattery, Laura Van Tyne, Jen and Brian Berryhill, Heidi Tahana, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Ken Rolla, Abby Lynn, Trisha Margus, Kate, Dr. Alex Bloom, Tyler, and I will be speaking at that event. And then let's see, Great Family of Light would be the 23rd through the 25th. See, you had it right. I had it wrong. Why didn't, yeah, so Kate, Troy Casey, Rion Derone, Sexual Kung Fu, what's his name? Jonathan White, Alexander Mahoney, Matthew Morningen, Xavier Hawk, Zen God, Journey to Truth. Woohoo! Two weeks. Yeah. Jace, Ascension Diaries, me, Love Sponge, and what's his name? Ben Steezy, man. Yeah. So that's gonna be like, the high vibe Sedona rave with speakers and vendors. Right. Yeah. Songs and all kinds of good fun stuff. Super fun. Yeah, super fun. So I'll be doing that. What else as far as shows go? Let's see. Tomorrow I will be on with Methods at 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on his channel. Which you can only find him on, not only, actually, it's the best place, but Twitch, DLive, pill.net, and Foxhole is where you can find his channel. And actually, Kate and I will be going live. We will not be going live on my channel when we're at ECETI. Kate and I will be going live on Method Show. And then Foil might put up a stream too over that weekend. So when we go live from ECETI, it's not going to be here. It's going to be
it will be
Method's
either
channel
here or on Method's channel.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely go and subscribe over there if you are not subscribed. What else? Space Force News on Sunday, man.
Whoop, whoop. Right.
On my channel, 1 Foot in 5D, Space Force News on Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, which is always a party, man. Last week was lit, Foil.
That was rowdy.
Or at least a certain aspect or certain group of the population thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not sure about the rest, but we definitely appealed to.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I love shit shows. Great. You already know.
And I think you guys maybe convinced me to keep my silver streak and not dye my hair. I was gonna dye it too. I had an appointment and everything on Saturday, but I'll just keep it now because between my grandma and you inspiring me like that.
Rock it the way it is, man. What do I got? Freaking Friday.
What do you got going?
Yeah, Friday. You guys already know it's Conspiracy Theory Trivia time with Tyler Koala, my guy.
I love that show.
Right, I love that show too. And then next Tuesday, I've got Above Average Joe Patriot is going to be on here, answering some crazy questions. Right.
I'm gonna miss that because I gotta drive to Phoenix. Or no, I won't have to leave till the nighttime. What time is that show?
7? Same time as this. It'll be this
Yeah, I'm gonna
show
be driving
next
to
week.
Phoenix. Man, I don't want to miss that show. That's gonna be great.
All right. Hopefully it'll
All
be
right.
a lot of fun. I hope I don't have too many raisin issues. You know,
That's gonna be great.
I gotta
Are
get
you
the
kidding? You
toaster
gotta
thing.
interrogate Joe. Get it all out. There's stuff there too. You gotta get it all out.
Oh, I'll get him talking about some crazy stuff. You know, people
Yeah.
don't really know what to expect when they come on here. They're like,
I
Mr.
didn't expect
C.
to talk to you.
I prepped for
Talk to you
this.
about God.
Like, you can't prep for this show.
I didn't expect to talk with you about God so long, but we just got,
Right.
you know.
Well, hopefully the people enjoyed hearing the, the back and forth. It's good.
It was fun.
It's good.
It was great coming on your channel, Foil. This is
Yeah,
exciting. Never done this
thanks.
before. I love what you're doing over here. You're killing
Well,
it. You're
thanks,
doing great.
friend. Thanks.
You're doing different stuff than others, and I like it.
Yeah, I like different. Like I said,
Yeah.
just random difference. I like different things. All
I
right,
love you,
peeps.
Foil.
I love you too.
I love all the peeps.
Yeah,
I love everybody.
We love the peeps.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess until next time, you know what it is. Stay loyal. Right. Run this outro song. See what happens.
Woo-hoo.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, can they hear us talking while you run the outro?
Oh yeah. You're lucky I told you. I should have told you we were down and just seen what happens.
Well, you know me, I'm so paranoid though. I wouldn't have said nothing till flat 4 minutes.
Yeah,
after.
we go off on Space Force. Wait until I know we're down. Like, right? What?
I get super paranoid.
I'm over here like, run it.
Right? You like shit show.
I do.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. That was great. Well, just hanging with you and talking. And
Right.
I love that.
Yep. I love the peeps.
I love my tinfoil, man. I love my tinfoil.
Let's see. Right. So when do you leave? Tuesday.
I leave on Tuesday night. I gotta go to Phoenix Tuesday night.
Right.
Yeah, it's getting close, man. It's getting close.
About that time, Cuddy.
That's right. It's about that time, Cuddy. That's right.
You got this.
Cuddy.
You got this. You're gonna kill it. It's gonna be great.
2 weeks with the friends, the space friends, and the third dimensional human friends.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
Space friends, human friends, Bigfoot friends, dragon friends. From what I hear,
That's right.
might be
Lots
some
of
dragons.
Everywhere.
Never can tell.